Projects' built-in elements like views, tables, filters, settings, and so on are stored in a file called the global template. You can also modify those elements or create your own, as you see throughout this course. To make sure the elements you want are available when you want them, it's important to understand where Project stores elements and how to use the Organizer feature to manage them. The Organizer is a feature for managing the elements in your project files and the global template. To get to it, go to the File tab and then click Organizer. We can see that the Organizer has tabs for all the different kinds of elements that are stored in the global template and your project files. The global template is listed on the left, and your open projects are listed on the right. If you only have one project open, you'll just see that in the box. But if you have more than one open, you can click the down arrow and then choose the project that you want. In this case, I'll stick with one project. Now, for example, if you click a tab, you'll see what's stored in the global template on the left and what's in the project file on the right. So for example, let me choose the Tables tab. So on the left, you have all the tables that are in the global template. And on the right, the ones in the One Project file. Well, one thing you might notice is that there's a delay table on both sides. Well, if you make modifications to a built-in element, like the delay table, then Project stores a copy of that table in your active file. And that way, whenever you show that table, you're going to see the one that you modified. On the other hand, the delay table that's in the global template is going to show up for any project that doesn't have its own modified version, and it'll also be available to any new projects that you create. Now let's close the Organizer for now and go back to the ribbon. Now what happens if you create a new element? So let's say on the View tab, I click Other Views and then choose Save View. In this case, I'll call it Brand New View and click OK. And now I have a new view called that name. Or I go to the Tables button and choose Save Fields as a new table. And I'll call this Brand New Table. So now I've got two new elements. Well, let's see what happens to those with the Organizer. So I go to the File tab. On the Info page, click Organizer. On the Views tab, you can see that Brand New View has made it into the global template. And if I click the Tables tab, Brand New Table is also in the global template. Well, out of the box, Project has an option set so that it copies any new element you create into the global template. And that's usually what you want because that way your new elements are available to every new project that you create as well as existing projects. But let's say you work with other project managers and you don't want those going into the global template. You can change a setting in Project for that behavior. I'm going to close the Organizer dialog box. And now choose Options. Go to the Advanced category and then scroll down to the Display section. And you can see this checkbox automatically add new views, tables, filters, and groups to the global. Well, that's what's making the automatic copy happen. So if you don't want to do that, just turn off the checkbox and then click OK. You can also use the Organizer to manage elements in files. So go back to the File tab and click Organizer. So let's say I want to copy a table. So I go to the Tables tab, and here in my project, I have the Updates table. Well, it's not in the global template, and let's say now I want this table in there. So I just select it in the active file and then click Copy. And now it's in the global template. Similarly, if you want to delete an element, you can do that too. Here I have a brand new view table 1, and I really don't want that one. So I select it and click Delete. It asks me to confirm, so I click Yes. And now that table is gone. Keep in mind, you can't delete an item if it's in use. So if you get a warning message about that, just go out of the Organizer, go back to your view, change it so that, for example, the view or the table is not selected, and then you go back into the Organizer and you can delete it. You can also use the organizer to copy between two regular project files. So for example, I have one project sitting on the right side, and the global template's on the left, but I can change that. Click the down arrow and choose another project. Let's say I want to copy this update status view over to this other project. I select it and click copy, and now it's in that project. Keeping your favorite elements in the global template means they're available to every project you work on. The organizer feature helps you manage built-in and customized elements, so the elements you want are available when you want them.